Can Gavin like edit all of this and make me look like I'm like 20?
Gavin can do anything. Do I? Well, we do look 20 though, right?
Yeah.
24.
I won't have to do much.
Okay, you guys, we are here with Ashley Woodson Bailey, and I had to have a cheat sheet because she's such a big deal, and your accolades are so long that I had to have a cheat sheet to read them off. But she is this amazing photographer that photographs flowers, and she has been published in Domino, Garden and Gun, Domain Home, Gardenista, One Kings Lane, Design Sponge. The list goes on and on. Okay, well, so this was the room where Janie introduced me to Ashley, but now let's show you Ashley's living room, where she lives.
This is my wallpaper that we just debuted in September of last year, and we're now working on a new collection. But yeah, this was the one that my husband liked the best because it's blue. It's not so...
Oh, is it a deep navy? Is it?
Yes.
Oh!
It's, well, the backdrop is black, but then the high are blue and like that real pale blue.
Well, I wanted our readers to see though that it is such a chic effect to do a deep, moody wall. And yeah. I love too that you just embraced the pattern and really went for it and then put a painting on top of the wallpaper. So hot.
Okay. Well, so this painting is really special to me because I'm very good friends with a artist named Catherine Sando, and she's based in Savannah, and she created this for me.
Oh.
I love Frida Kahlo, and I love animals, and she put all the, she put the flowers in there to go with the wall. I mean, she basically painted it based on the wallpaper and my love for Frida. So she's amazing.
It's gorgeous. Is it two canvases put together?
It's two wooden panels put together.
One of the things that I love about Ashley's room is she really has layered a bunch of different textures together. Doesn't feel paint by number at all, which I love. And I think it's so cool how you gave that just big hit of the like sunny yellow that almost feels like tulips at the top. Are those vintage?
Yeah, they are. I got them at this amazing place in Decatur called Kudzu. Actually, I think it's Kudzu, but I call it Kudzu.
Okay, good.
And then I have a really good friend who's an interior designer here, in Marietta, and her name is Dana Poor, and she picked out the black lampshades for me.
I love a black lampshade.
Style the whole thing because she's good at that.
No, I love a black lampshade, especially on a vintage piece. We've shown that a bunch on Hanover Avenue, and I think that makes it just feels super chic.
Yeah, and it goes with the wall. Of course, I had a white one on there, and I was like, this isn't working, and she went and fixed it, so it's great.
Well, that's a great little design tip, you guys, because, I mean, if you can picture having, and now let me just show it with a white piece of paper, but if you can imagine that was a white shade on there, it almost, I think, would have taken away from the wallpaper. Felt too jarring. Yeah. So, and then, are these mid-century pieces? Are these, like the table, the sofa, did you collect those over time?
I did, yeah. So, I have to tell you about this sofa. So, we lived in Austin for a minute, and I love all things mid-century, and my husband was driving down Shoal Creek and called me and he said, do not drive down Shoal Creek right now. And I said, why not? He said, because there's a sofa on the side of the road and you're going to want it.
Huh.
And now you have to just get it.
Yeah.
I don't even need to see it, just pick it up. So he went and got it, and it was completely torn apart. It did not look like this, but it was, the granddaughter was getting rid of her grandmother's stuff, and she just put it on the side of the road. Well, so we got it and had it reupholstered, and it's amazing. It's my favorite piece of furniture in the house.
And the thing is, it's so funny that you're saying this because, okay, so my husband and I lived in Austin, so I know Shoal Creek so well.
Yeah.
And I was joking around with Lauren Lease because her husband brings home like badass bed frames and finds awesome things like your husband does, and my husband would call me in Texas and be like, there's this amazing oil drum on the side of the road, I think I'm going to turn it into a grill. I'm like, you cannot bring home any more trash. Some of the coolest things are, what do they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, that's how I think. A lot of these pieces, I got these pieces a while ago. The tables I got a while ago before people were kind of going so crazy for mid-century stuff, and so I didn't have to pay very much for them, which was amazing.
This doesn't feel, though, overly mid-century to me.
No, it feels comfortable. I mean, I think it's it doesn't feel like it's too stiff.
No, not at all. But I like what you're saying, too. I mean, I think, and we should encourage everyone to do this. Like Ashley's saying that she was, investing in these mid-century pieces before it was all the rage. And I think it's a testament to buy the things that you love. So when you do find something that you guys think is amazing, that you want to have in your house, just buy it because you love it, not because it's on trend, not because everyone else is doing it, and then you can be the trendsetter yourself.
Right.
Go. All right, well, let's go to the next slide because I want to show these. So that's crazy, Ashley, that you made that pillow. So that was just a piece of your photograph that you had printed?
Yes. So I had, I just had, that's, Yes Please is the name of that print. Excuse me. And I had it printed, and then I had someone else make the pillows because I don't do that.
Well, now I want you to do that.
Okay.
Pay attention. Yeah, pay attention to your good friend Ann and just start manufacturing pillows, Ashley Woodson Bailey.
Okay. Yeah, well, I plan to. I mean, Domino actually was like, "Are you going to sell those?" At some point, yes.
Do it,
but not today.
Okay. Well, I'll be your PR girl. I'll hawk your pillows.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Did this little Bambi? Did he come turquoise?
He did.
Oh, cute.
He did. I got that from. Do you know the Parker Kennedy?
Yes.
Guy.
We interviewed them. They were Yeah, they were just on. Sweet Lance Jackson.
Yeah, they had like a warehouse sale, and I got 2 of them. I got them from them.
They just keep on giving the goods. We should give them a little shout. Parker Kennedy Living, they're the best. Aren't they amazing?
Yeah, they're great.
We just featured them on Hanover Avenue. That's so funny. All right, I'm going to go down to the next slide because who is this little baby?
That's George. That's my firstborn. I love him.
How old is he?
He's like 8, 9, because my daughter will turn 8 this summer. So, yeah, he's a year older than her.
He's camouflage.
I know. He's camouflaged. And on my Hable Construction bird little settee that I'm sure Susan and Catherine would kill me.
Well, it's crazy too. I want you guys definitely Google Hable because their fabric is incredibly durable.
Yeah,
I love. I mean, it's beautiful and chic, but it definitely can stand the test of time. You guys are gonna love it, and I think it's great that you let your dog sit on the furniture.
Oh yeah, I absolutely do.
He's the boss of his own body.
He is the boss of the house.
Okay, so I love this. Was this little lacquer elephant? Was that found like that, or did Keat?
Okay, so no, this is also from Parker Kennedy. And
Lance.
I can't even remember what color it was, but it wasn't black. I spray painted it.
Love that.
I think it was like yellow, maybe.
I love it.
The funny thing is, even though I've got these like giant yellow lampshades, I really do not care for yellow very much. So I was not going to have a yellow elephant in my house. But these 2 chairs I got on eBay years ago, and just had them reupholstered in the same fabric that's that one pillow on my sofa.
Well, and it created, let's go back up. I want to show you guys this picture. So what she's saying is these pillows on her sofa echo what's happening with the chairs across. But I like, Ashley, that you mixed many pillows on your sofa so that it doesn't feel matchy-matchy with the chairs. Well, let's go down to the next slide because this is kind of what we were ending on. I love that you put that flower book on there and then this tray that just kind of echoed the Frida Kahlo painting. I loved that.
So I grew up in South Texas, so very Hispanic influence. And my mom, that's actually my mom's tray. She got it and she gave it to me. And then the book is probably the most beautiful flower book I've ever seen in my life. And it's by this amazing florist, or I can't even call her that. She's like she's an artist. And she, her name is Dr. Cooper, Dr. Lisa Cooper, and she is in Australia. She's in Sydney.
Oh.
So I met her when I was there the first time, and she's so talented. So, and she sent me the book just as a nice gesture.
I love that. It's meaningful.
Very meaningful. It's very meaningful. So it's beautiful. So yeah. So it's you know, of course, today, if we took a picture of my house, it wouldn't look like this. But
tis the life of an artist, my love.
That's right.
You always got to change it up.
It's a ginormous mess all the time.
You know, I love your story, and I love it that you're a working mom. A lot of our readers of Hanover Avenue are moms that work too. It's really hard juggling everything, but can you talk a little bit about how your career began and then how it evolved now?
Sure. So I started a long time ago doing flowers. So I was a florist full time, and then I like change a lot. So I would do flowers, then I would leave and decide I wanted to be a lawyer. And and then I would go back to like, okay, I'm going to design wedding dresses. Then I worked with brides, and that didn't work out so well. I went back to doing flowers, working with brides and the whole thing. And I've always loved flowers. I've always loved them. And my husband and I were living in Austin at the time, and I had started my own business, which was the Bird Collective, and had just like really, Beholden had started to work with me, and or I started to work with them, and had really gotten to a place where I was doing well, you know, really busy, and my husband and I and our, at the time, 7-month-old son and our dog George, you saw a picture, our other friend's dog George was in the car. We were in a car outside Austin, and we're in a head-on collision.
Oh God.
Yeah, so we
what year was that?
That was 2012.
Oh
yeah, 2012.
God.
It was crazy because if you saw me, like in the car, I looked just like I do right now. Like there was no external injuries at all. It was all internal. Anyway, I ended up breaking my back. My back was broken, and then I had to have emergency exploratory surgery, and like pretty much everything inside of me was torn. Like, I
just got goosebumps. That's horrible. God, Ashley.
Crazy. I know, it was crazy. So anyway, after I got out of the hospital, well, first of all, when you're in the hospital, you're on a lot of pain medication.
Yeah.
And my husband, who was both sweet and crazy, left me with my phone. Yes, like, ooh, I'm going to send emails to all my clients and say hi.
And the Care Bears are with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 100%. They were amazing. So I was sending notes to my clients who had no idea that anything had happened to me. Hey, I'm on a lot of drugs, but I'm fine, and I should be able to walk by Friday, so I'll totally be able to do your wedding next week.
No problem. Check.
That did not happen.
Right.
And it was devastating. I lost like 95% of all my clients, and I should have. I mean, I shouldn't have been doing. I couldn't do it. I was going crazy. I didn't have any focus because I was still on pain meds and even out of the hospital. And so I basically started photographing flower arrangements that people would bring to me, or I would do a flower arrangement and take a picture of it. And I just started putting it on Instagram. And I mean, very seriously, one thing just led to another. And someone, like 3 people said, can I buy one of your prints? And I, of course, these are with my phone. This is not with a camera. This is with my phone. And so my initial thought was, well, absolutely not. It's going to be awful. Like, you can look at it on your screen, but if I print it, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
So then I started printing. I started, of course, like as big as humanly possible. So I printed a 40 by 60. And I mean, I started crying when I saw it. I was like, this is amazing. And so the same day that I launched my website to sell the prints, Design Sponge wrote a story about me.
No.
And early thought that I would sell 3 prints to the people that asked if I would sell them 3 prints. And I ended up in the first 2 days selling like 75 prints or something crazy.
Shut up.
Which is amazing. Yeah.
That's great.
And then Megan Morton, who is this incredibly talented stylist and teacher, in Sydney found me and reached out to me and asked me to come over there. And so I've now been to Australia twice. I'm going back next month. And yeah, it's crazy. It's been...
I love this.
Yeah, it's you know, this crazy, like, good... Something terrible had to happen for something incredible to happen. So
isn't that the way sometimes things really do work like that?
I think it is the way that almost everything works so far for me. But it's all good.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, to give you credit, because I think sometimes when something bad happens to people, they really do kind of give up or fall into the hole. And I like it. I had no idea this was part of the story, but I like it that you just said, okay, this is my new reality right now, and this is what I'm going to do. And I mean, that you should give yourself a lot of credit for that too, girl. That's pretty awesome.
I told my husband, I was like, I'm going to get a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yeah, right. Have the wing go up your neck.
That's right.
Right?
And curve around my hairline.
For sure.
But I just feel like I've had all of these things that have that should have really altered me in a negative way, and I just have never been that person. But I have made the best of a bad situation, and it's and it turned out awesome.
Well, it really has. I mean, and I think you guys are gonna love Ashley's photographs. To me, they feel. Many of them feel very much kind of in the Dutch masters vein.
Yes.
The attention to detail is astonishing, and we talked about this at the start of the interview, but I really love how you really do embrace the flower at every stage. To me, they sometimes feel a lot like George O'Keeffe, So
thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
That's a ginormous compliment.
Well, it's true, and I mean, I think, to me, I mean, I went to art school, so I feel like I always kind of look at things through an art eye rather than a design eye, but so much of your photography reminds me of the evolution of a woman. We've been linked to flowers and showing the beauty, the beauty even in the decline and in the later years.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice, but I think it really is. It's something that I want you guys to look at Ashley's work, and I would love to show in a Hanover Avenue room one day one of the flowers at the peak and a flower in the decline.
Yeah.
To have
ones. It's funny. I mean, I love the ones that are on their way out. Most people don't like. Those pictures are for me, really. Most people don't. I think they like to look at them, but they don't like to own them. They want the beautiful, fresh arrangement, or the fresh flower, in this room with air and pink. People love them alive more so than anything else.
Well, I want to encourage everyone to imagine. I mean, to me, I think it would be so beautiful to have one of the fresh ones and one of the more declined ones, on either side of a fireplace mantle, or over top of twin beds, in an entryway next to one another. There is beauty in aging. Take a look at my face, right?
So you can see all of my wrinkles.
Right.
Or you could do as my husband, because I'm 68 days older than my husband, and he thinks that's the greatest thing on the planet.
I think I'm almost an exact amount older than my husband.
Really?
I'm 68. God, I really am jet lagged. No, I'm a year older than my husband, not 68 days. Just kidding.
Well, okay, we'll just pretend like it's 68 days.
Hey, Brad. Yeah.
My husband, Brad, he would probably say, we could put the decaying flower hanging over my side of the bed, over his side of the bed. Because he's so younger than me.
Yeah. Well, no, it's good because, men die sooner than women. So
that's right.
Now you guys can go out at the exact same time. That's why I always tell Rads, you're going to have me forever now, baby. I'm the sugar mama. Well, you guys, please check out Ashley. Go to Ashley Woodson Bailey on Instagram, Pinterest. I'm feebly doing Pinterest too. Feebly. Well, more than anything, I think you guys just hit Ashley's website. That's where you guys are going to be able to see her work. you'll be able to buy all of this. So we should all give Ashley a big, big thank you for coming on Hanover Avenue, and let's wave goodbye to everyone, okay?
Thank you.
All right, bye guys. We'll see you next week. We can do duck quacks or dog barks, whatever we feel like. I don't know. I got so discombobulated with Dink Donk, like Williamsburg. Well, Gavin's got to go because he's got his next gig. He's not. He's dating other people.
I'm editing for other people.
He's editing. He's like. Just to be clear, how old are you? 24.